What's up with the day drinkers?
You are listening to the Day Drinkers Society podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh yeah!
Yeah! Oh yeah!
Drink a beer with the sun on my shades. All my friends are here with me. Come along and hear us talk and laugh a lot. It's the Day Drinkers Society.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who this guy is, go to the description right now. Click on the links, listen to his music, and then come back. This is Mr. Pudge Brewer.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course, man. I've been trying to be on TV more.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. So I went out to the store today. I got 6 random beers. I'm going to let you do the honors and pick out a random one.
All right, do I need to be blindfolded or anything?
No. Just grab it out of there.
This guy.
Try to get some, like, Pudge-inspired beers.
Yeah. This works out. I bought some fake, like, mushroom gummies on the internet the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
I saw those on there. I was like, man, I don't know about that.
Man, I clicked on the ad once, and then it started showing me every day.
Yeah.
I caved.
What's that? That magical dose or whatever? The powder?
Yeah.
I bought that shit, and I feel like it made me sick.
Yeah.
It didn't do
like,
shit.
laying on my couch, like...
So what's this one called?
It's called Sweetwater Gummies Tropical IPA.
Nice. I'll do close-ups on it here in a second.
Cool.
Or a little bit. But let's go ahead and get you poured up. While I'm pouring this up, tell me about the first time you ever got drunk.
Oh, man. I'm the youngest of 4 siblings, so I was around, like, all sorts of partying. Like,
Okay.
Both of my parents traveled for work, so... I think I was, like, in middle school. I was always, like, at my older brother and sister's parties, but I never let the peer pressure get to me. But one day in middle school, I caved. And it was me and one of my friends. One of my friends in the neighborhood came and drank with me. And it was a great night, but it ended with my buddy, who was also in middle school. We're, like, drinking with college people.
Oh, yeah.
My boy threw up all over my parents' house.
Nice.
My brother's like, well, you know the rules, so I had to clean all that shit.
Wow.
But other than that, it was good. That was my first time of like breaking my shell and like freestyling in front of people.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay, yeah. The alcohol was a crutch.
Yeah. Because my brother and his friends were always making music, and I would kind of like, I thought it was cool, so I'd do it on my own. Mm-hmm. And that night I was like drinking with them, and they were all freestyling, so that kind of got me out of my shell, and then they liked it, so.
Hell yeah. Cheers, man.
But yeah.
Let's try this. I don't know I've never had any of these, so we'll see what it is.
I like it. I wouldn't drink 12 of them.
No, I was expecting like way more sweet. But that's all right.
Yeah. I wouldn't make an entire bender out of it, but.
Sweetwater, I think they're like one of the only craft beers that sell out of like Racetrack and QT and shit.
Yeah.
So they do like the 420 friendly stuff.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to just like have in the fridge and for an occasional taste.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that night I smoked weed for the first time that same night, and I don't think I drank for like 2 years, and I just became like full on little kid pothead.
Crossfaded on this first night.
Yeah.
All right,
Get it over with.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
No, man. I used to party with my cousin and his older friends. I was in like elementary school. I wasn't like partying with them. I was like 5th grade, 6th grade.
Yeah.
And they would have big parties in the house behind ours, and they would always try to get me to drink Boone's Farm and smoke their cigarettes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'll try it. I was like 11 years old. I'm like die coughing on a fucking Marlboro Red. I'm like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah. You're like inhaling it and shit.
Didn't start smoking until I was 18. Like after that.
Yeah.
So you've been making music for a long, long time.
Yeah, I got into it really early. I have to give credit to my older brother for just they were doing it. You're what, class of 2002 or some shit?
3.
Okay, 3. Yeah. So my brother's a year older than you, so they're at like the first era of being able to actually like make music at home.
Oh yeah,
without fancy studios. We could
with the Tascam 4 tracks and
stuff. You could download the the Acid Pro and
Acid Pro, Cakewalk.
Yeah. So I was already like playing with computers, and I was like in creative writing and like looking for a creative outlet, and then it all kind of just came together. Once I saw there was software you could get into, so I really got into it just learning the technology of it to help my brother and those dudes.
Yeah, I started out with cassette decks and the 4-track I still have over there. It doesn't work, but
you have to do like the pause tapes,
yeah.
making loops and stuff.
I didn't. This back then, like we had a drum set. I didn't really know how to play it, but I also didn't know that you had to play the guitar directly to a what am I saying? Metronome.
Oh yeah.
And I was like trying to play the drums, dude. I was like, it's so off. I hate this thing.
Oh, so you'd record the guitar loop and then just try. Yeah.
It was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Then found a cracked version of Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
And then got to Reason and stuck with Reason ever since.
You know what? I'm still on Reason myself.
I like Reason.
I actually bought the new version like 2 nights ago.
I'm still on 10. But.
Yeah. I was on 8, so I've done my last probably 6 or 7 albums on Reason 8.
Did 8 let you go straight to vocal? Like you can record vocal?
Yeah. Without, because for a while they had Reason Record. That you had to like
buy separate.
Yeah, but 8 was the first version I had where I could do my vocals in there.
Yeah,
because I would always
it's
use
so dope.
I would always use like Logic or Pro Tools to do my vocals. So and there'd be moments where I'm like, oh, this would be really badass if I like took out the snare right here. So I'd have to go into Reason and re-export.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Then you're drunk and you nudge it and it's like ends up being off. You're like,
you listen to it the next day. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what happened here?
Yeah, no, I love Reason. So yeah, let's talk about beat making, man. So do you make all your own beats, or do you use some other people's? Or
I would say at this point a good 90% of my stuff.
What's your process? Like, what do you start with?
Usually,
I know it's different every time.
Yeah, it's different. Really, for me, I'm still doing a lot of sampling, like from vinyl.
Your vinyl sampling?
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
I do use like Splice and stuff for some tracks, like if I need to make some like royalty free stuff for licensing, you know, I'll use some original royalty free stuff, but I prefer to use vinyl. It just feels
I don't know what it is, man. It's like you can rip something from YouTube and use that, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
I like the
I enjoy the dig though, like digging for it and finding random records and.
Yeah, I've been living on the square the past few years, so it's just like smoke
right
a bowl, get a cup of coffee, and then go buy some records. And I'm big on like the art and the year that it was made. I can usually I'm pretty good at finding something, but those are my parameters. I mean, I'm usually looking at the art and the.
Yeah, no, I appreciate a lot of your beats. You do a lot of the jazzier stuff.
Yeah. So
I'll the good stuff.
I'll like find the sample, like the mood that I'm looking for, and then from there I'll make a drum loop, and then I'll chop my samples note for note. If it's not like sometimes you'll find that perfect loop where you're like, I don't need to do anything other than loop this over and over. But
have you ever watched Mass Effect, where they do the what is it called? I can't remember.
The Rhythm Roulette.
Rhythm Roulette.
Yeah.
We did a video of that one time. It took us all day.
Yeah, my favorite one was probably there's a dude named Oh No.
Oh yeah.
Who he like went to GameStop or some shit, and he like just played video games. He played the video games he bought, and he was just recording everything, and then that's how.
That's so cool. Yeah. What's that mystery guitar man from YouTube back in the day? He would like build a shed or something, but he would sample all his tools while he's doing it.
Oh, really?
And make a whole song out of it. Fucking cool.
Making a synth out of a screwdriver and shit.
It was cool shit, man. It's endless, dude. It's endless. Like, what's that one chick? She did the first Tool album. Sylvia Massey.
Yeah.
She likes to do weird shit with, like, kick drums. Like, she'll get, like, a dryer hose and put it in the hole, and then put it outside and put the mic outside.
Yeah.
And just get, like, weird samples like that.
Yeah, that's just badass. I always like the idea of that, and I'll buy like recorders and stuff to do it, and I'll just end up going back to my old ways. Like I'll try it like a couple times.
I know. There's a couple albums that I just want to like redo the whole thing, or just steal all the samples from it because it's so good. That one was all right, man. That one
Not
was
bad.
okay.
Sweetwater. It grew on me.
Yeah, you got to get your palate ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get beer number 2 going.
Beer number 2. This was perfect. Drink 6 beers.
Yeah.
It's one of my specialties.
I kind of rip off the idea from Haskins, but don't let him know that.
Whatever. He'll get over it.
He wanted to do shotguns instead of hot ones.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, nobody's going to shotgun 6 beers, dude.
Yeah. I was watching Riley's episode, and I saw you had, like, some liquor and stuff. So I, like, thought about taking a lift over here.
No.
I don't want to accidentally black out.
Yeah, actually, Haskins did drink that whole damn Belargo with me.
All right, so we got this next one. We got Spindle Tap Brewery, the Houston Hustle.
Yeah.
Some chopped and screwed juicy IPA.
So I'm not sure if this is the same one, but they used to have one in a purple can. I think they might have changed the label. Or this might be something completely different.
It's local-ish. Local-ish.
Local-ish. Oh, no.
It's that Galveston beach water. I was wondering, do you, when I pulled up to your house, so the podcast is called Day Drinker Society, you have a giant decal on your truck. Do you run into some issues there
Not
with
yet.
the police?
I have left my shit and taken Ubers a lot more often than usual.
Yeah.
Like sketchy stuff.
You're
We
like-
went to Fry Street for trivia night or whatever over at Tom's.
Yeah.
And there was like 5 to 6 cop cars behind my truck parked. I was like, yep, not gonna get nowhere near that thing, dude.
That, you might as well just pay the parking ticket at that point.
No, it was free. Like free for the weekend or free
okay.
for the night or whatever.
Yeah.
Just pick it up in the morning.
Yeah, I don't play with that shit, bro.
No. You ever got arrested? DUI or anything?
No. I mean, I got like a minor in possession when I was in high school.
Nice.
That's funny. I guess they were trying to like mail me something. So when I got the ticket, I immediately like told my parents, and they were like, I guess trying to contact me, but they had the wrong information, and they ended up like, they thought I was like hiding it from my parents or something, and they like brought the cops to my class and like pulled me out of class and like embarrassed the shit out of me.
That's crazy.
And like made me call my parents and tell them about it. My dad was so pissed at them. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know. Like,
Damn. No, I got a DUI on my 21st birthday, leaving the Delta Lodge house.
classic.
Like I got around the corner of Welch, and I guess I remembered this part later.
Yeah.
The cop had somebody else pulled over, and I screamed out the window, "Sucks to be you,"
Yeah.
and he left him immediately and got me.
Like, skirt.
So like, I didn't get past Welch, and I was on the side of the road. And then what sucks is like all my friends were underage, and I watched all of their sober asses drive right by me and not pull over and help me. I was like, damn, are you serious?
I bet you never did that again, huh?
Fuck no. Yeah, no, I don't drink and drive as much as I.
Yeah, when I'm surprised,
You should never, but you know.
in my 20s, you know, and maybe a time or two in my 30s was like, you know, getting in fights and shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised that I never ran into any issues there, because there's been like just middle of Fry Street.
Oh yeah,
brawls
dude.
and-
Yeah, back in the day, we were full of testosterone and just ready to fucking go.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was like fights all the time, and I'm like pretty chill, kind of mind my own business, and
Yeah.
still ended up. in, like,
It's just, you know, it's wild out there, man. It's wild.
one time outside of Andy's, I beat up a guy, and he just got off his shift at Sonic.
Oh,
He
man.
was like in his Sonic clothes, and woke up the next morning like, what am I doing with my life?
That was my first job, was at Sonic. What was your first job?
El Guapos.
Oh, R.I.P., man. I missed them.
Yeah, that was I was like a sophomore in high school, or a junior. I thought like, because I was already making music and smoking and drinking and stuff, and I was like, man, if I just quit football, I can make rap all the time.
Yeah.
And I quit football, and my parents were like,
Yeah.
well, you got to do something. So I ended up knowing Diggo worked at El Guapos, and he was my brother's roommate at the time. So he ended up getting me a host job, and it was like all Delta Lodge people worked there. So I was like
Yep.
drinking at work and shit, like in my braces, and
Nice.
it was like that ended up like probably being worse for me than just
Yeah.
not having a job, you know.
No, I used to have the high school party house because my mom worked nights or whatever, so she wouldn't really be around at night.
Was it this house?
No,
No.
We bought this house, me and my wife, but my mom's house. It was like you could walk from Ryan High School to it over on Mayhill,
Yeah.
and that became the spot where everybody went, and it was way cooler to smoke weed all day and hang out with my friends than it was to go to school.
Yeah.
And that's back when they had the payphone. So I would call my cousin and be like, "Hey, come pick me up, dude."
Oh, right.
Like she'd drop me off, she'd go to work, and then I'd call him and be like, "Come get me."
Yeah. You were probably like me where I thought it was harder to do school this way where I'd get all 70s.
Yeah.
Like looking back, it'd probably just been easier to get A's.
Dude,
I'm like calculating like what I
I'm
had to do and didn't have to do.
I'm paying for it now because I've got a kid in middle school, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I have to help you with homework, dude." Like,
Yeah.
I got to do this again. All right.
Yeah.
Good luck. So, how many songs do you think you have on the internet?
Oh man, I got a playlist here.
Because you were telling me, like, didn't you do something like a song a day for a year or some shit,
I wish
or something like some crazy?
I
shit?
did a song a week.
A song a week, okay.
Which
That's-
really like
that's a little more believable.
really I've always worked at that speed. But that was my first time of like actually like I always created at that
committing.
speed, but staying on top of like doing artwork and actually releasing it to the
Yeah.
internet. But yeah, this is a playlist of everything I've either rapped on or produced.
You know what sucks though?
And
It's hard to find you on there because there's a punk band called Pudge.
Yeah,
And I'm
Pudge
like,
from
but they-
Wisconsin.
They have the same kind of artworort style. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, what is it?
I'm gonna run into those dudes one day, and we're either gonna be best friends or enemies.
I'll know by the first song that that's what I am.
Yeah, it's tricky. I know that's a problem. Same with character. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he's who I like. Other than my music, I produce most of his stuff.
Yeah.
And both of our names are just real hard to find. But I've been going by Pudge since I was like 3. So when I started making music, I don't even remember any of them, but I had some like stupid ass rap names that everyone was just like,
Oh, dude, yeah.
I'm not gonna call you Taylor, Pudge, and this other absurd
Yeah.
MC lyrical whatever.
I used to rap under the name Dose, right? And,
Dose.
there was a rock band that came out called The Dose, and I was like, "You guys suck, man."
Yeah.
But they were like playing festivals and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you guys."
Yeah, and there's a dude named Pudge in LA that makes beats, but it's like an acronym, like
Oh yeah, I saw that
P
with the
dot
dots.
U dot.
Yeah.
And me and him get confused. Like there's a lot of shows I'll be on and they'll tag him and vice versa.
Oh, that's
Because
frustrating.
like we actually like know some of the same people.
Y'all should collab, dude.
Yeah, we've weirdly never interacted. Like he's older than me and probably like, you know, he's from LA, so he's probably a little bit bigger. In terms of success, but yeah, we've never interacted.
He never told you like go fuck off and like this.
No.
I had a guy do that. Like another Dose. Like
He's like, I'm Chris.
he messaged me on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's like, or MySpace back in the day. He's like, my name's Dose. I need this account.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I had it first.
Yeah, it's one of those. I hope that guy likes me because I am a fan of him and all his producer friends. So
Hell yeah.
P.U.D.G.E. If you're out there, I fuck with you. Let's make some music, man.
Hell yeah. That'd be cool. That would be super cool. Shit, what was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something. I forgot. Anyway, whatever.
There's also Pudge from there's a game called Dota.
Never heard of it.
It's like if you Google Pudge, like this video game he's in first place. There's that, and then the 2 different baseball players.
Yeah. Oh, there's 2 baseball players?
Yeah,
I thought there was only one.
There's Pudge Rodriguez, and there was a dude. I actually have a song tomorrow named after this guy.
Okay.
Carlton Fisk. He played for the Red Sox. There's a famous clip of him like it's a super close game. I think this was like it's a little before my time, but I think it was like a game-winning home run where he like hits a home run and it starts off foul, and he's like down the baseline and he's like trying to wave it fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was also named Pudge. There's like a big scene in Good Will Hunting about about that shit. But
Here's what's crazy about baseball is I've only watched it. What was it? 2012 we went to the World Series, or right? Something like that.
no, it was last year, dude.
11. Well, yeah,
yeah, 2012.
I watched it
The
that
Giants.
season, and then I watched it last season. And those are the only 2 seasons we actually did shit. So
You
I'm
need
like, maybe I need to fucking
Need to
pay
tune in,
attention
bro.
to this shit.
Meet me at Dusty's in September.
But my job's taking me. We got a suite on the 30th of this month.
Yeah,
It's for like employee appreciation.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to that.
Yeah, I have a weird relationship with baseball. Like, it's I'm such a fan of the game. Like, I grew up. That's all I knew. Like,
Yeah,
pretty much until I found rap. Like, that was baseball was my personality. Like,
Right.
my dad was a pitcher in college, and he like hurt his shoulder or something.
Happens to the best.
Met my mom, started a family and stuff, and then me and my brother just kind of like he sold sporting goods and kind of just relived his baseball career through us, and which makes me love the game, but I don't like follow it like people think. Like
Yeah.
I'm always
just rock
wearing
the wear.
I'm always wearing Ranger stuff, and I know the game, almost better than anyone I know, but I just don't follow it. Like I did it so much as a kid that it's I'm more of a fan of the game than actually.
I was listening to Sirius XM, and they had Creed talking live on acoustic or whatever, and they were thanking the Rangers mostly for bringing them back together.
Yeah,
Because that song "Hired" like went fucking huge last year,
it was random.
and they ended up winning the whole thing. So they're like, thank you guys for all the money we're about to make on this fucking tour.
Yeah, are they even from Texas?
No,
It's
I don't
just
know. Where the hell are they from?
it was
I
just
don't know.
random
Somebody picked that song and
someone
threw
on
it on there.
someone on the team. Yeah,
Whoever edited the game and threw that fucking song on there.
yeah.
You need to ask Creed for some cash.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing with music is, well, they're a little different case, but I heard someone say that like every song is a lottery ticket. So
Yeah. No,
that's
it's,
kind of why I work at the rate. I do it
is it?
for just to have something to do, but it's like
Damn, I heard this quote like just the other day too. It was like, "Don't stop making music. It's the next one that's going to be the jackpot."
yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean, and that's what's cool about you. You have like so much out there that like, if anybody hears one, they have a catalog to go back to.
Yeah.
Check it all out.
My I don't know. My buddy, it was kind of like it was a compliment and like he's like, you don't have any bad music. I don't have any like hits. Like I don't have a lot of like, playback value. It's just like a fuck ton of like pretty good rap songs.
You don't have the pop
Yeah.
hit. You gotta get more choruses in there, like more. What am I trying to say? Pop singers, choruses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
More radio friendly shit. But
yeah, it's just,
no, some of the shit you say, I'm like, what the fuck did he just say? I gotta rewind it.
Yeah,
Damn it. Like, it almost makes your brain hurt. 'Cause
Yeah.
you go in so you're writing it, so you don't see what it is, but like as a listener, like you're saying shit so fast, like it takes me a second to like put it together before I realize what the fuck you just said.
Right.
And then there's a lot of hidden shit in there too.
Yeah, a lot of it's like really,
or it's just like, or it's just completely off the wall.
yeah. A lot of it like makes sense in like 6 different ways, but I'm like, are people even interpreting it like that? Like,
That's why it's like your live shows don't really cross over as much because everybody's drunk and not really paying attention like they should.
yeah,
Or the sound's bad or whatever,
yeah.
But like the albums or whatever, like fucking fire, bro.
Yeah. And there's so much songs I have that don't work, mainly because I perform in Denton, and it's we're fucking savages out here, and it's like, if I can only do my like high energy like drinking songs, like I can't do my like sadder cuts or my more serious songs because
Go to Harvest House, man. You can do whatever you want at Harvest House.
It's my friends like, shut up, do the baseball drinking one. Like,
What did you say? No, hip hop's dead, man. You got to go stand up comedy.
yeah,
Go move down to Austin.
Yeah. Everyone tells me that after my sets. I'm like,
That's some funny shit.
yeah.
But you hang out with Joey, and did until he moved to Austin. But
Yeah. This
so
was
and
that's my boy.
Richie.
Yeah, and that's actually like I'm like
And Jarvis.
I'm consuming like mostly stand up
Mhm.
shit, but you know, I like rap.
And that's why your raps are so funny, though.
Yeah, and I'm not ready to, I'm not ready to get out of the ring with rap yet. I know,
It ain't dead.
Yeah, I know.
Like you
there's
said, it's the next like the second one of those goes viral, you're on, dude. It's good.
yeah, and
It'll be
like
good.
I don't, with rap. Say there's a time where I have a show where I'm not feeling funny that day, I can just do my songs. It's
Oh, dude,
not like
I've been there. I know what you're talking
not
about.
like
Like, I don't want to be here.
crickets of silence trying to be funny when I'm not in the mood.
Let's get beer number 3 going.
Let's do it.
What we got here?
I'm gonna reach from the back.
It's gonna be a funky one. I read it after I bought it. I was like, oh, I don't know. We'll see.
Kiwi McSqueezy. I love it.
It's got the DJ on there. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Is it McSqueezy or MC Squeezy?
good. I think it's McSqueezy.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be fucking.
It looks
sick.
good. Looks
But-
like cereal.
It's a sour.
All these
ale
look like cereal.
with apple and Marionberry and kiwi. I don't know what a Marionberry is. I've never had that before.
Yeah, I heard our good friend Juicy the Emissary
Oh, juicy.
say that in a rap before.
Marionberry.
I thought it was a person until just now, honestly.
What's old Frank phone call been up to?
It's living 20 seconds away.
Yeah.
Nah, he's my friend. We do our. I know in the message you said to not talk about work, but I don't care.
No, just don't talk shit about work. I don't want you to lose your job
fuck
over it.
work. Fuck my boss.
I don't want you to lose your job over this shit.
Nah, dude.
There's certain people that will do that though.
Yeah, nah. I own my company, so
Nice.
I can't really.
Yeah, you were saying that. What is that about?
Yeah, I do like corporate AV. So
Okay, yeah.
everything that I've learned from hip hop,
Mhm.
I do it in the daytime and it pays better.
Nice. Yeah.
It's
Nice.
I do it. I do all the sound and lighting and video, and it all comes super easy because I've been playing with electronics since I was a little kid. So I got into that. I'm pretty much throwing shows, but for doctors and stuff. So it's
Yeah, no. That's a real business. There's a bunch of companies in Dallas that do that shit that won't call me back. It's weird.
yeah. I
No,
do.
I don't want to go too far into that, but go back to Juicy. I found out that I don't know if you had the vinyl of his Kmart choppers.
I might. I've got a bunch of homies vinyls.
Apparently-
I don't even know. I don't know if I have that one or not though.
Apparently, it's super fucking rare and it's worth like
Yeah.
$500 now.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
That actually got put out like by a pretty big label. Like
Yeah. It's like super sought after.
yeah,
I didn't know that. It's chilling on my shelf.
that's
I
just
think
my-
I think I got mine signed.
yeah,
I'm
that's
sure.
just our boy, the humblest, chillest dude.
I haven't seen that dude out in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes after we work events, he'll go out and his family had a big 4th of July party. They do
Oh,
that
yeah.
every year, so went over there, drank some beers with Isaac Hoskins and
Mhm.
that whole crew.
Have you tried this yet?
Not yet.
It looks thick, man.
Ooh, it's like a cider. I like it.
It's good.
This is like a this is like what you want to start your night with. Like drink like 1 or 2 of these and then downgrade to a Lone Star.
I
Like,
throw it in a blender with some ice.
yeah.
It'd be real good.
Yeah, I would like, just like this other fruity one. Wouldn't recommend drinking 24 of them, but good way to
But the challenge is there.
yeah. Next podcast.
Man, so, okay, you've been in a lot of groups with a lot of people, namely Fab Deuce, but what's going on with Fab Deuce these days?
Man, we're all best buds.
Yeah.
Just it's life. No,
Yep.
we've had probably like 10 members throughout the start of it. So
Yeah.
people are always. It's never like bad terms. It's just
Too busy.
someone has a
someone
kid,
is, yeah.
and I get that. Like,
I don't know, man. That excuse never really worked with me, dude. I never stopped.
Yeah.
I keep going.
Yeah.
But
Just-
luckily, my wife lets me do that. So.
The culture we created with Fab Deuce is so intense that it's like, I don't know. I think it weighs on people if they're trying to like get ahead in life, doing rap shows and drinking everything in the bar every time we do a show.
Yeah.
Kind of like
It'll wear you down.
wear some people down, but no one, unless like people aren't saying it to my face, but I don't think anyone's ever left on bad terms. It's just people,
That's how most of my
eventually
bands end. It's like everybody, some, family shit or something.
Yeah, and I don't want to make anybody do it. Like I'm understanding that if it's not for you anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what it is. Like, and then if you come to my, my solo shows, still you'll see all the dudes there, and we're, we're still
For sure.
like the band's still together. We're just not making music or doing shows. If that makes sense.
There was this one show y'all had at Andy's, and I think his name's Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie McCracken.
That's my boy.
He was on one that night, and he just kept going, I got a cowboy towel.
Yeah.
It's been stuck in my head ever since.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was him and
that was fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah. I said him and Frank have that song. I did the beat on it.
Every time I see the Cowboys, I'm like, yep, I got a cowboy towel.
Yeah. That was like
See, that shit needs to go viral.
the Fab Deuce
Shit like that.
stuff was so fun because a lot of those concepts, like that was just us swimming at Juice's house, and
Just
someone
party
had a
show.
Dallas Cowboy towel, and it just.
Nice.
And then the next thing you know, we're writing.
Yeah.
Writing 2 weeks later, like, hey, remember that joke we had at the pool? And then
That's how it goes. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, how much of your raps is just like straight bullshit? And then, like, how much is it you just picking pieces of your day or whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm always taking notes in my phone. Like I'm always,
Mm-hmm.
I'll hear people I'm hanging out with just maybe say something that I'm like, either think of a direct bar or just like, ooh, that would like sound cool if I rhymed it. So
Yeah.
I'm always taking notes, and a lot of it is like, I don't know. It's just exaggerated. Like it's exaggerated
Yeah.
personality stuff. So I wouldn't say 100% of it's true, but it's,
Well, a lot of it's, silly goose, as you say.
yeah. And like,
But you can hear, like, little clips of, like, that might have really happened.
yeah. And like, and there is sometimes where like, shit, nothing else rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to lie,
Yeah.
or sometimes you want to like, I like to like, flex and exaggerate and like kind of create like a cool life for the listener to relate to. So if you're having a bad day, you could like throw on some Pudge shit, and that,
It's just a vibe, dude.
that can be you that day, even, even if you're just going to work and shit, trying to make fly relatable shit for people to, feel better about themselves, I guess.
It's just a vibe, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, I like it. It's very jazzy, chill stuff. Then it doesn't go too crazy.
Yeah. That was the Fab Deuce stuff. It was like, we could only make party music. Like,
Yeah.
getting that many personalities together, it's like just it's hard to get super personal with a group
Yeah.
of 4 of your best friends. So,
So
it's
if you-
nice to do solo stuff because I can make some more serious stuff if I need to.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, is it easier working by yourself, or do you enjoy the crew aspect of it?
I like both.
Or I guess they're both fun, but
Yeah. I like both. I mean, I enjoy doing my solo stuff because I don't like.
you don't have to answer anybody. You don't have to
I can do it on my own terms, and I don't.
just do it whenever you want.
Yeah, because I
There's
don't
no
know.
rules here.
You've been in bands where it's like, hey man, we're gonna write music on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
and you have to like,
Not always inspirational right there.
you meet up. Two of you are in a good mood, one's in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Y'all smoke some weed and just end up watching Breaking Bad again. Or,
One dude in a bad mood will ruin the fucking vibe of the day.
Yeah, and it's the same with doing shows. Like, it's tough because I have to, like, be on point at this exact time for these 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Where I'll know about it 2 months in advance, but it's like so many things have to go right to, like, be on point for this exact window of time,
and that can be tough.
Usually I'm not like, but there is some times where it all lines up, and that those are the good ones. But
every time I'm like, I'm not gonna drink that much.
Shit.
And then that's when I'm like, I'm on stage like, oh fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it. I can't move, or I'll fuck up the song.
Yeah, I always wondered that because I've never played instruments live. Like, I mean, I
it's
dabble.
Definitely easier than rapping on stage.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, I don't know how you memorize so many words.
Yeah, it's
that's a lot of fucking words.
I'm real hard on myself. One of my girlfriends one time was like trying to make me feel better. She's like, "Babe, you're saying thousands of words.
That's a lot of words.
And you're like, you're 98% accurate, and you're mad that you messed up 2 or 3 lines. You know, it's like
it's your art. It's your perfection, whatever.
It's like fucking
fuck.
Yeah, and with a lot of like other genres, there's not that many words.
I know, like that's what I'm saying. Like I do like singer-songwriter stuff too.
Yeah.
I still can't remember all the words.
Yeah, it's like some of your notes can drag out like a whole bar.
But I have like 200 songs. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't play them every day, all day. Like I would have to like practice them a lot.
Yeah. For me, like if I can do it.
That's why I stopped rapping. It's too many words. Yeah,
I mess it up the first time every time. I mean, that's a lie. Like sometimes I'll get it right, but like doing it that first time is tough. And then, but you spend 2 or 3 days just beating that shit into your head that even if you fuck it up the first time, you're fine after that. Because you spent those 3 days and then you sleep on it, and then
just repetition.
Those words are just weirdly playing in the background of your mind. So that first time for me is tough, but after that it's fine unless I'm like too drunk or stoned in my head, accidentally hit someone's pen.
That will happen.
Yeah, that's like the banter. I can usually execute my shit, but if I'm not on point, like you'll know I'm on point if my banter between my songs is good.
Yeah,
like I'm usually pretty good at just executing the material, but
I think I've seen both versions.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
by
sure.
now.
Yeah. In Denton, I've played millions of times. So.
No, the last rap show I went to, I ran into you guys at the Kuzu thing, and I was like, damn, I forgot all about fucking Denton rap, because I'm doing the metal band thing again, so I'm only going to metal shows that we're playing at or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the last one before that was Digo, at like he played at like noon.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
I saw some videos of that. I think it was
really
at
the
work.
same thing.
Yeah, I mean, COVID, like the Denton rap scene took a huge hit with COVID. I don't know like enough about everyone's situations to know what's going on, but like there's not. I'm always fine. Like for me, Denton is fine. Like.
Well, you've gone out to. I've seen you in Fort Worth, right? Like you've opened for Mayday that one time.
Yeah. Mayday
You've done
and
some
Cess
pretty good
Crew
stuff
probably.
out there. Yeah, Cess Crew a bunch of times.
Yeah, Denton's like, I don't know. I do well out here, but there's my biggest market is probably Austin outside of here.
Oh yeah.
I'll be playing there tomorrow night.
Oh nice.
But yeah, people, it's hard to get people in Denton to leave Denton, so.
Oh, dude, we
a lot of
couldn't
people
get him to go.
Don't know.
We couldn't get him to go to fucking Crum, dude. Like,
Yeah.
We had this big ass stage set up one day. It was like an all day thing. Yeah. Like almost every band in Denton was on it, and we couldn't get any crowd. Like it was just us playing for the other bands. Like, pretty much all day. I was like, all right.
I mean,
these people just don't go.
And we all drink so much that I also get it. I mean, I'm guilty of not like.
Yeah.
I'm not like that active in the DFW hip hop scene mainly because
Yeah, I've done the one eye open from Dallas too many times.
Yeah, I like to
I
drink.
got lucky enough.
I like to. If I'm at a show, I'm not gonna not drink.
Yeah, no,
So
can't. Was we beer number 4?
Beer 4. Let's go.
Let's see where we at. Yep.
I like this can.
Oh yeah, I thought that was dope.
Deadhead IPA West Coast style.
Hell yeah.
Deadhead. That's what they call the Grateful Dead people.
I think so. Yeah.
Is that right?
They're what is it? Not groupies, but like they're followers. Now our shit's gonna taste like this though.
Yeah. That's why I just drank that last little sip.
That was a thick boy.
It's like a cast iron skillet, man. We just
Oh look, it's like
building flavor, baby.
watch what it does though. It like puts it to the top.
Yeah, I call my fan base the Pudge Packers.
Do they enjoy that?
I don't know. That was me and Richie Flo. It was like we were doing a show. He's like, he was calling his people the Dick. It was like the Dick Riders and the Pudge Packers.
Yeah, that's fucking
we don't know if
crazy.
that's gonna work.
So Richie doesn't drink.
No,
I
I got
tried
him
to buy him a beer a bunch
I
of
got him
times.
to take a little sip the other night.
I tried to buy him beers a bunch of times. He says no.
Yeah, no, he used to drink a lot. I don't know. I'll take credit for it. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but
Yeah.
one time he came to Austin with me. I booked his old group Exegesis a show out there in Austin, and we drank for like 3 days, and he came back and his fucking pancreas like
Yeah.
fucking
no, that's not
almost
good.
exploded, and
Yeah, he was telling me something about that.
yeah, the doctor's pretty
good.
much just like, you could die, so maybe
do
don't.
this.
You might be fine, but also you could,
Yeah, dude. It's a gamble.
Yeah, having a scare like that, I think I would do the same thing. Like,
Yeah, it's not worth it. What have been your most memorable shows, or like what's your favorite show? Do you have any favorite moments? If that makes any sense. Anything that sticks out, like this was fucking awesome.
yeah, there's a lot. I used to really like when we were having all the festivals out here.
I think they're gonna come back.
That was a different beast. There was one year where we did Octopia, 35 Denton, and Thin Line all in the same year, and I was like living on the square. A lot of it's just behind the scenes experiences. Like one of the Octopias, they had us pick up Del the Funky Homo Sapien from the airport.
Oh, nice.
Got to kind of like spend the day with him, and his manager was like friends with our friends in California. So little stuff like that is the coolest part, but there's experiences like playing with like Coolio, who, once he passed away, there's little stuff like, we got to open for him. I opened for D12 when I was probably like 20.
D12, yeah. Fuck yeah.
D12 with no Eminem.
Yeah. So D11.
Yeah, not that many people were there, but
Bizarre was there. Shit.
yeah, Bizarre was there. The best.
The best. I don't remember the other members, honestly.
Yeah, I was a big fan. So, I don't know. Just, I think my favorite part is just all the people I've met, and it's a lot of friendships that I would never have if it wasn't for like
music,
doing shows and shit.
Yep.
So,
Nope.
there's too many experiences to name, but yeah, I say Coolio. That night we actually almost fought Coolio.
He's like 50 years old, dude.
Yeah, me and Matt P and Richie Flo were.
Oh, that explains it.
That's
all you need to say, Matt P.
There was a situation where someone we knew like was hanging out with them, and they were doing questionable activities. And, like, we got a call real late. We're like driving in Matt P's Dodge Charger with a baseball bat, just in case. Like, we didn't really know what was happening. It was just, it seemed serious.
Situation.
And we got, it was like 4 or 5 a.m. at this point.
Yeah.
So we, didn't have to do anything. We picked up our friend and everything was all good. But
were you part of the Vortex's crew, or is that before you?
Yeah.
Something.
I was like, they booked me for my first show when I was in high school. So,
okay.
Munster, I guess, found my
Shout out Munster.
Yeah, Munster. Our homie went to NCTC with him or something. It was back in the CDR days where
just passing out mixtapes.
It's a CDR of ours, the real early Fab Do stuff going around NCTC, and Munster was like a teacher there, I don't know. He could have just been going there.
I never heard that.
I don't know. The CD at NCTC, Munster found it. And, Vortexes had a weekly at Andy's at the time. They were doing every Wednesday.
Really? I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, so they put me on for my first show. That was like, I used to have to like sneak out of my house and shit when my parents were asleep to go rap at their weekly. Nice. I just didn't know how to break the news to my parents.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know, because I mean, even the Fab Do stuff back then, it was just party music. So I was drinking and smoking and shit. So not that they would care that I was performing music, but I was doing it.
Oh, yeah.
While drinking and smoking, and I just didn't want to like. My parents didn't need to know about that.
Living what you were saying.
Yeah, but I met all them. That was 2005. I was still in high school and became super close with them, and Matt P and Juicy, and Fab Deuce and Vortexes would we used to have all sorts of shows together. And
so I know a bunch of the people in Vortexes, but I don't know who all was involved.
Yeah,
I feel like it was a lot of people.
Yeah, that was so Juicy, Munster, Matt P, Chris Hokamp, and Adam Urka.
Okay.
That was like the actual
group.
But at the time when they started booking us, Matt P, Juice, and Munster were the only ones that lived here. So Chris and Adam would like do the holiday shows like when they were back in town seeing their family. But
dope.
I ended up living with like Chris moved back to Denton for a little bit. I lived with him, moved from Chris's house and with Adam. So, I mean, I was pretty much in the group. We had Fab Deuce going on. So,
yeah.
I was like, I was on, they had their album, their only album. I was like, I had a verse on there or something, but I was definitely like there for all of Vortexes.
You can rent that shit at the Denton Library.
The Vortexes album?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have any of your stuff over there?
Yeah, I think Richie Flo actually stole it. When we first became friends, I think he checked it out and never returned it.
Never gave it back.
Yeah.
That's funny. Do you still do physical copy or you just do streaming now?
Yeah.
Like Outlandish, is that out on...
Nah, it's just streaming.
His newest record, Outlandish, you need to hear this.
Yeah,
I want to look it up.
I like merch and shit. It's
difficult. It's so fucking difficult. Like, if you look in there, that's my shirt screen room.
Yeah.
It's covered.
Yeah, and it makes like, I don't know. And the way underground hip hop is, like, I travel by myself, so it's like a whole...
There's more shit you gotta take
a whole
with
other
you.
Headache to have to fuck with, and it's like...
But it could be worth it, man. It's lucrative.
Yeah, at this point, I just make money.
You know who's great at merch? Munster.
Yeah.
That dude makes everything, dude.
The NFTs and
it's
shit.
Insane. I mean, I got like one of his
He's got
pins.
shoes and shit.
He's got like enamel pins and fucking all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Baseball cards.
I do shirts and yeah. That's something that I do need to be better about, but can you do...
It's a one-man band, dude. One-man band.
Yeah. Everyone who rocks with me understands why. I did some tapes in 2020, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it myself, man. It's nauseating. It's just too much work.
Yeah. I just don't know where else to, like, go with, like, my music. I just make shit and people book me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't know the next step, you know?
The next step.
Because I don't necessarily know anyone, like, that's, like, filthy rich off making the kind of music.
Yeah.
I don't personally know people like that, you know?
Have you ever looked into, like, movie placements, TV show placements?
Yeah,
Getting into that world?
I work with a producer out of the UK that, like, I've been, like, working with him on that kind of shit.
Yeah. I went down that rabbit hole and I was like, I don't know. What were you saying?
Yeah, he kind of like lines up opportunities.
Yeah.
Hey, this show's looking for a song about this. Here's
Yeah.
the beat. And then
Oh, nice.
if it doesn't land, we have like a batch that we're just going to release.
Yeah.
Because we'll make a whole song trying to get 10 seconds
10
of it
seconds of it,
used.
yeah.
And then, but the songs end up being good where it's like, well, it's not like,
I see all these stories of like, just making beats or whatever. Like, he got 30 seconds on fucking Love Is Blind season 4 or whatever.
yeah.
And he made like $10,000. Like,
Yeah.
I could use $10,000.
Yeah. The last opportunity I had was 4,000 between the two of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I submitted it. We'll see. But I did it all in
so
one.
many people, dude. So
Did it all
crazy.
in one sitting. So
Like, and getting into those, they have like libraries now to get your shit in there. Like, it's impossible to get your shit in there.
yeah,
Fuck, dude.
shit's
You have
just
to pay money to like do this?
shit's saturated, and I don't know. With the music business, it seems like no matter what the transaction, someone's getting fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Like every show or
Yeah.
it's like some people are profiting or getting an advantage here, but
Have you ever had problems getting paid on the show? Or like anything like that? Because I hear stories like that all the time. Like,
not really. I mean, but also outside of Denton, I'm not like,
yeah, I guess you know the promoters personally, so it's like,
yeah, and I'm just not like, if I'm selling the place out, that's one thing. But
Yeah.
if it's like, I still do a lot of shows where sometimes there's hundreds to thousands of people, and sometimes there's 6 people. So it's like my rule is
there.
my rule is
Doing that.
kind of like if someone's making money, I want some of it. But if I don't want like, I do well outside of music. So
Yeah.
if someone brings me to Austin, I do the show and the turnout isn't what it was, and I just, be fair.
Yeah.
Don't be the promoter who I'll play your sold out show and then you pay me $20, but then I see you like at Benihana's the next day with your watch and shit, like
flexing on fucking Instagram.
Yeah. Just be, just pay me if you're getting paid good. Give me some of it.
Yeah. See, that's where everybody's like, get out of Denton, go do something else, Fort Worth, all this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fine, we'll go play Haltom City. There was like 4 people there. I'm like, this was awesome. I'm glad I wasted all my gas and brought all my shit out here.
Yeah, I've gotten good at just like meeting the people similar to me in these cities. So I'm usually not relying on just me to bring the people. So
They're totally us, just us.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, dude.
yeah. So my
There's
homie
only so far Facebook will go.
Ben Buck in Austin lines up most of my shit out there, but he's like me of Denton and Austin. He grew up there and shit. So
He's good. I was listening to your Pudgy B-sides today, and he had a song on there.
yeah.
Like, I looked over to see like who it was. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. He was. I met him when he was. I'm a good 10 years older, so I met him when he was.
Dude, he's that young, really?
Yeah, he was either like in high school or just out of high school when I met him. But we're very like similar as far as what we like and what we make and shit. And he drinks and likes Whataburger, and
Hey.
so that's kind of like if I do tour, it's usually me and Ben,
Nice.
kind of combining resources to put together a tour. But
What about old Wild Bill? You don't tour with Wild Bill?
I mean, I've toured with Bill. Lately, I haven't toured with him. I know he's kind of got a separate circuit. But if me and Bill are in the same city, like there's been a few times recently where he'll be playing in Austin or some shit, and he'll come to my show or vice versa.
Right.
If we're in the same town, we still keep in touch and stuff. But he's not living in Denton anymore, so.
No, yeah. I talked to him the other night at the show. It's good to see him. I haven't seen him in like fucking 5 years or something.
Yeah. Bill, he's started having kids, and he's seems to be doing well as a family man, and we
Good
both
for him, man. Good for him.
own companies, so we stay pretty busy. But he's phenomenal MC and always will be. So
You want to get beer number 5 going?
Beer 5. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get this tall boy out of the way.
Yeah. Now we're talking. So we got False Idol burner account. New England style double India Pale Ale 8.2.
I thought you'd like that.
Zero posts, zero followers.
Looks like a credit card.
Yeah. It's got the Instagram.
Yeah. I shouldn't be drinking 8%ers on a fucking Wednesday, but
Oh,
it's
you
all
know.
good.
It's Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah, I'm flying to Austin to do a show tomorrow. I don't leave.
Flying to Austin? It's only like, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah. So I'm going to Vegas with there's a crew / label that I've always worked with out of California, and a lot of them are going to be in Vegas. It's cheaper to fly out of Austin, and there's some hip hop going down, so I was able to weasel myself some stage time.
There's still a lot more in here if you want some more.
Yeah, I'll take some more.
Mine fizzed up, so. They're in Vegas now, or?
No, they'll be out there Friday, so
Friday?
I'm going to go do the show tomorrow. Oh, my goodness.
It's all good. Dude, we're going to Vegas in October for a weekend trip. I'm excited for that. I already got, like, shit mapped out. Like, looking up YouTube reviews for, like, hidden bars that aren't on the strip. You know?
It's fun. Vegas is cool. I wish I didn't have to go. I'm, like, in the middle of moving, and,
Yeah, you were telling me.
like, there's so much life happening right now that I shouldn't be going to Vegas. But I'm going.
Hell yeah, man. It's Vegas.
Yeah, with work, I end up, like, having a shit ton of airlines miles and shit, so
Hell yeah.
I'm able to, like, get out there for free, so.
Right on.
And then I'm not going to gamble.
I don't know, man. I
Shit.
think we have better gambling here at WinStar
Yeah.
than we do in Vegas. I had an Instagram post. I went to Vegas a couple years ago for my buddy's wedding. Justin Vest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to their wedding in Vegas, and
I DJ'd his wedding in Texas.
yeah, they had the reception thing. Like, yeah, and man, it was just like eye opening. Like fucking Vegas is crazy.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram post of like 00, like my slot machine 0000. Like this is pretty much gambling in fucking Vegas, dude.
Yeah.
You don't win shit out here.
Yeah, I don't know how far you dove into our catalog, but me and Richie Flo made an album out there in Vegas.
Really?
2022.
What studio? Or did I just go to a hotel?
Yeah, we rented an Airbnb and we brought like 6 homies.
Yeah.
So
That's the way to do it.
it's called 3 Nights in Vegas, and that's just what it is. Like I went prepared, like with some stuff, kind of just some rough ideas for songs, and then Richie did all the beats on that one, and he rapped quite a bit. But we just took friends out there. We brought Chef Tony with us and had him just like
Shout out Chef Tony.
cook badass meals. we filmed everything. There was supposed to be a documentary coming out, but I'm the one that has to edit all of it, and I just haven't done that. I'm gonna let it marinate for a few more years, probably.
No, man. I get you.
Watching some of that footage back when you're like drinking and shit, it's like this will be better in the future. Seeing it like the next week, you're like, ugh.
Yeah. Do you, speaking of video editing, do you do your own music videos?
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm doing all of it.
Yeah.
So I do my art and record it, produce it, do the videos.
I feel like you're a lot like me. Like, you go broke for your art.
Yeah.
Like, I've mastered the art of stretching $100 till the next paycheck on payday.
For sure.
So, if I can buy some shit or whatever.
Yeah, and the rate I work, like it'd be so much more expensive though to like have a team of people.
Yeah, hire it out.
And I don't know. I always was a like big Beastie Boys fan, and they kind of like pretty much after their second album, they did everything themselves. Like it's like complete DIY, and that's kind of.
No, I love that too. DIY.
I mean, it'd be nice to have a fucking dope ass videographer, but I
try to ask some of these guys around town, and they're like, they just want money. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Why don't we work together and we'll get the money later?
Yeah. There's like a very specific style of video that I make that I would like to get some other looks, but at the end of the day, it ends up being its own thing. Like,
yeah.
One time me and Richie were in this like rap competition, and we had an interview on the radio, and we went around playing everyone's videos, and everyone had these like super polished, like high budget videos. And then when it would get to me and Richie shit, it's all like home video, home shot. And like that ended up getting...
That's still a vibe, though.
It ended up getting more attention. They were like...
Yeah. People get tired of the same shit.
Yeah, they're like, we feel like y'all's videos are like watching Jackass or something.
Yeah.
And for us, that was like a huge compliment. Because like,
yeah, dude.
And I had never thought of it like that. But it's like all these polished videos that these other MCs were playing ended up just looking like unrealistic, you know?
Well, yeah, if all 10 of them look like this and yours look like this, you're the outlier. Now you look original.
Yeah, and they're worse, but they were like funny and, realistic and attainable.
I've seen most of them.
Yeah, it's...
What's the one about the pencil? I think that's...
You pin hand shaking like you're taking a test.
That one.
Yeah, that shit's a good 10 years old, probably.
That one. But I still see the new ones, too, though. But I don't know why that one sticks out in my head. Probably because you're outside of Andy's, just chilling.
Yeah, covered in fake blood and shit.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Yeah, that was me and Richie Flo. Me and him we've made a lot of dope shit together throughout the years. Mm-hmm. It's easy for us to work because we both produce and, we both have our own thing going on. So when we do work together, it's like both of us have half the workload. So it's easy for us to just knock shit like that out.
Hell yeah. Now I lost count of where we are.
We're on beer 5. The tallest beer.
All right, sweet. Damn. That's fast.
How far are we in?
About an hour.
We're an hour in. That ain't bad.
I went an hour and a half with Riley Rogers.
Yeah. That's the one I ended up... So I watched like clips of it I just wanted to get an idea of what we were doing. So I like clicked through some of the episodes and I was like, oh, I bet that'll be interesting because I know the Infamists and hung out with those guys at Fresh Street Fair a few months ago.
Fun dude, man.
But last night again, I ended up watching a good like 50 minutes of it or so.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna take it. I'm trying to get just go with it.
Yeah. Do you do any sort of like promotion or you're just organic?
I just learned how to do shorts yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And I got 425 views on in the first 24
really?
hours. I was like, shorts is where it's at. All right.
We're
YouTube. Doing shorts. Yeah, YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
But yeah, shorts is where it's at, man. Like, I don't know if have you done any shorts?
No, I know.
There's some AI generators that'll do it for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
They just add captions and shit over it.
It's not all like correct, but I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Actually, it's cooler that it's not correct.
Yeah. You watch a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's rarely. I know that I need to get into that game of. I mean, I have some videos that are like kind of created for content purposes, but I'm just like, I see so many rappers that are just like they're making music for TikTok, and that's just not how I ever want to.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not your art. Like you're doing it for something. You're doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
It's different.
There's a lot of stuff you watch, and they're clearly making this to like be a viral TikTok, and that's when I'm sitting down to make shit. That's just not how I'm thinking of it. And I know, I don't want to like. I'm not hating or anything. There's part of me where I'm like, I do need to get with the program and, crank out some shit like that. But
gotta buckle down, man. You're missing out on all this income.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. We'll see. We shall see, my friend.
That's what they're all saying. I watched like 2 hours of people just like, you gotta start a YouTube channel. You gotta start a YouTube channel. I'm like, wait a second. Is this like that self-help book, like how to get rich, and you're the only person getting rich because you're selling me the book?
Right.
Like, this is bullshit, guys. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and every time I have to check myself because sometimes I sit down to do stuff like that, and I'm just like straying away from like my bread and butter is making music, so I should just do that.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's fun. It's fun making music. I missed the collaboration part of doing it, but like I do enjoy the solo part of doing it. Like no rush and nobody telling me what to do and all that jazz.
I know you're like always in bands and shit. Are you currently in a band?
We just started Faded Night last year.
Yeah.
And actually, we're getting our stuff mixed right now. I sent it to him last night by Joe Tacky from Mean Motor Scooter.
Nice.
And Cloudland Studios. So he sent me the first rough mix today. Sounds good.
Who all's in this band? Do I know any of the folks?
No, there are two people from Fort Worth. Bass player's a female from Fort Worth, and then the other guys, the drummer's from Flower Mound. Actually, originally Amarillo, but he lives in Flower Mound now. It's like it all randomly happened. I wasn't even looking for another metal band because.
Are you singing?
No, I'm playing guitar. Just guitar only. Just like a random fucking Facebook post went up, and I was like, I can play guitar. And here we are now, a year later, like waiting for our EP to get mixed.
Because you had Azuline with Dylan and those guys.
Yeah, dude, that was fun. That was really fun. That was like 5 years, I think we were a band. That's crazy. That's the longest I've ever been in a band.
Yeah, I knew about that one. We were close with Dylan because Ernie and Fab Deuce used to be in. His brother was in Linus with Dylan.
Is that Bo?
Yeah. So
no, he always talked about Juicy all the time too.
Yeah. Juicy was. What was Juicy in Linus? Or
no,
they were in the band with Half Price.
Yeah, that's right.
Rest in peace, Half Price.
Fuck, I can't remember the name of the band. Flipside or some shit like that.
That wasn't it, but as soon as we hit stop on the camera, we'll probably remember it.
No, Dylan's cool. He's supposed to do the podcast soon. We're supposed to do it like in July, like the weekend after July 4th. I got fucking COVID again.
Oh yeah.
It knocked me out for a week, dude.
How many times have you had it?
Third time. Like
yeah.
I had a vaccine. Like what? Or vaccinated.
Yeah.
Like dude, what the fuck? And this one, like this strain, like fucking knocked me out for a week. I was like, dude.
Yeah, I'm guilty of not taking tests the past year or two. I'm just like,
if you're sick, you're sick. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
no, that shit laid me out, dude. I was like, dude, I thought COVID was over.
Yeah, and it's so weird because like sometimes Texas allergies are worse than COVID.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Like,
but when you start getting those
you'll
chills,
you'll go to the doctor. Right. They're like, nah, you're just allergic to the entire state that you live in, brother.
Yeah, I had to go to the doctor today to get blood drawn and shit, and I was like, all right. So they said my appointment was at 8 o'clock.
You're having issues, or you're just checking up?
Just checking up. So on my card, it was like appointment 8 a.m. They called me last night. They're like, no, your appointment's at 9:45. I was like, that's not 8 a.m., dude.
Yeah.
And you're all the way in Carrollton, dude. Like, fuck you guys.
Especially on a weekday. That's like fuckery right there.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to miss more work.
Miss my job and shit.
You're taking money away. All right.
What's your favorite one so far?
So far, I think it's this one, dude.
Yeah.
Burner account.
That's the only one that. You could drink a lot of them.
You could drink a lot of that.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous because it's 8%.
Yeah.
8.2. It'll get you.
Yeah, it kicked it up a notch.
For sure.
I got to film Motley Crue last week.
Dude, I almost went to that show.
And
I almost went to that show.
It just made me want to drink.
I've been watching all these podcasts with Tommy Lee on them, and then I watched The Dirt again, and I was like, Motley Crue's here this weekend? Like, fuck, I should go.
Yeah. Luckily, I get to film all those events up there.
Nice.
So
at Lucas Oil.
Yeah. So it's been a fun ride. It's
Are you still doing the backstage stuff?
Yeah. We help them. We help all the bands set up, and then I stay and film the events. Got pretty good at running camera this past year.
Nice.
That wasn't something I really was doing a lot, but
Hey, it's fun stuff, man.
it's just follow directions. And it's been interesting because I do a lot of like stage managing up there. So
Yeah.
if it's like comedy, I'll usually be stage manager and get to hang out with, super famous comedians, and I just have to pretend like
Yeah.
they're
Just normal dudes.
Yeah, but I'm good
Just
at
normal
it.
dudes.
I
mean, you've been around famous people before. It's
yeah. It's
nothing new.
Yeah. A lot of times they're like super appreciative that.
They just want to be treated like a person, dude.
Yeah.
They're just tired of being like,
Yeah, and
"Fuck my shit."
and the way I do that is not talk to them at all.
Yeah.
They're like, I like that guy didn't say shit to me. Good guy.
And then there's like the opposites, like what, like Kid Rock is like, you didn't fucking say hi, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You don't know who I am? Fuck you. All right, so beer number 6.
Beer 6. All right, so we got the recreational grade hazy India Pale Ale,
Yeah, this is dank as fuck, dude.
as recommended by Brewmaster Fulton.
I have had this one before over at the Monk, and it is stink as fuck, dude.
Monk, are you at the Monk a lot?
Oh yeah, that's my
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, I like the show. I do shows there, and they weirdly do pretty well.
Dude, always like we'll play there all the time. I think we've played there 3 times now.
Yeah, we did. I did one of the summer sipping series shows.
Yeah, we did one of those.
Ben's always supportive, and that shit's funny. Last show at the Monk, I was just like you're saying, I'm trying to get better at not being fucking shithoused by the
Yeah.
time I perform.
Yeah.
And I get there for sound check, and Ben's like currently in a circle with people about to shotgun, and throws me one. I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
But there's no liquor there, so
I know that's kind of why I gravitate
it's
to
fine.
beer alley.
Yeah.
Because then there's no shot chances.
Yeah. You don't have to.
Fewer
Drink,
chances of shots.
you don't have to drink 30 Blastitos. Or,
Because yeah, dude, these fucking kids, these kids, my wife and her friends.
yeah,
We're all the same age.
These 40-year-old kids.
They want to fucking take shot after shot. I'm like, dude, we don't drink like this anymore. I can't drink like that anymore.
Yeah, I still do. I do
still
like.
do. But you know,
I
we're
do
at
and I.
Dusty's or
Yeah, I do and I don't. I'd be fucking Dusty's up sometimes.
hell yeah.
Funny story. Me and my buddy's going through a breakup. So me and him. It was actually the night after my Bearded Monk show. We performed at Bearded Monk. They closed a little early, so we went to
Yeah.
Dusty's.
Yeah.
Closed it down. He stayed on my couch, and the next morning we woke up just like, let's go to Dusty's. So went back to Dusty's and we drank, and we ended up not getting cut off, but they wouldn't serve us anymore.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, we weren't at a problem where we needed to leave, but it was just the math on the receipt was murky waters
That's
there.
funny.
So I went home and slept it off and woke up to a text of the bar like texting me like, hey, y'all are good. Since y'all left, someone took a literal shit on the floor. So they're
Nice.
like, y'all are the least of our worries.
Nice.
So I ended up going back that night.
Yeah, last time I saw you was in Dusty's at
Shit.
Cletus's, and it was the night Haskins got a record deal, his new record deal, right?
Yeah.
So he's walking around with it in his envelope and shit. We ended up coming back here till fucking 8:30 in the morning, dude.
Yeah.
I had to take him somewhere else. I was like, dude, I'm crashing, man.
I think I remember that.
I can't party like
That's
this.
my like safe space. I don't know. If I'm in there at night, it's it's bad news.
Oh yeah.
But it's like a good like judge-free zone where
You never knew who you're gonna run into in there.
yeah, I hate seeing people who they're like, man, you were really fucked up.
I know.
Like, dude, we were at Dusty's, bro.
Do you ever get that like next morning guilt? Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Shit, I said that. That was stupid.
And I'm like I don't know. I get like real bad anxiety about that kind of shit. And then
me too. I'm like,
and then when I see people, they're like, nah, you were just being like really nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in my head, it's like,
The worst.
who knows what I fucking did? And
Oh, no, I have a wife that tells me everything I did.
yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
like-
yeah.
And she always makes it sound like it's worse than it was.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, no, I didn't fucking like offend them, did I? Like,
Yeah. I try to just.
they didn't seem offended when we were there.
Yeah. That's something I like have always struggled with is just tripping out about that shit when I was probably fine.
Yeah. No, it's that fucking hangover, man.
Yeah. Especially when they start handing you those fucking vodka Red Bull Blastido things.
Oh, yeah.
You're like more hungover from having like 30
Red
times
Bull.
the
Caffeine.
daily sugar intake that you're supposed to have.
Caffeine's no joke, dude. I remember when vodka Red Bulls first came out, or like it was they served it as a drink, and probably had like 10 of them the first night. We went to McDonald's drive-through. I get like a 20-piece McNugget for no reason.
Oh, there's a reason.
Eat most of it. I don't think I finished it all, but that Red Bull did not agree with that, and that I don't throw up when I drink. Like I could drink all the time. But that shit did not work out well at all.
Yeah, it's funny
Shit was wild.
trying to order like the Blastido or the Dangle outside of Denton.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
like butcher it so bad.
Oh dude, for real.
It was like in Indianapolis trying to get people. I was trying to order that for people, and it was like a pint full of like no, we'll still drink it, but that's not what I was looking for here.
You ever been over to Flips?
Flips, that's on 380. I have not.
We went there.
That's still open?
It's still open.
Okay.
There's usually like 5 people there.
Yeah.
including the bartender.
They do darts and karaoke and shit.
Yeah. So we ordered a mind eraser from the bartender.
Oh shit.
She doesn't know how to make them, so she's like guessing.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is like a different color. All right, sweet.
Just like Googling it and shit.
She brought us 4 different versions of it. She's like, which one do you think it is? I'm like, it looks more like that one.
Yeah. It's kind of like purplish, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to have like a purple
It's like
tint.
a maroon kind of thing.
She brought one that was like dark brown. I was like, I don't think that's from Mind Racer, but
It's not gonna work, lady.
it's all good, all good. And then we came back like the week after, and she had been practicing. She went to other bars to like watch them make them. I was like, good job, dude. Like you fucking put your work in for this.
Are they still making those?
What, Mind Racers? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, they call them something else now, but what do they call them now? Fuck, everybody's yelling at me right now. I don't know what they're called.
It's like it's like a royal fuck kind of.
No, it's vodka. I think Royal Fuck is a Crown, right?
Crown. Yeah.
Damn it.
There was a lady that used to hang out at Dusty's named Rosa that would always drink Royal Fucks, and every year on her like it's either her birthday or death day, where I'll like be up there and everyone's just drinking those and.
We used to, we had a phase where we just ordered those just to say it.
Oh yeah, or the redheaded slut, or
Yep. Dude, we've been going to Fry Street a lot lately, like I said, and sometimes we'll end up at the garage, and in their back patio, they still have like the shot list, and they've created some crazy shit, like new shit. Like, I don't know, I can't even think of one, but like,
DK's over at the garage now.
I haven't seen them there. I don't know. It's some old dude
Okay.
in the backyard, but he knows how to make every one of those shots.
Yeah.
Like, just ask him.
He's well versed and
I'm
didn't.
like, damn, dude. But no, I wish I could think of some of the names of them, but they're like fucking nuts. What was that one? R Bar. Did you ever go to R Bar?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
they had that
on
wall.
Eagle.
Yeah, they had that giant plaque of shots or whatever. If you had all of them, you get your name on the plaque.
Yeah. Last time I went to R Bar, we had a Fab Dude show. We got in like a huge fight, like during our set. Like this dude, it was like because we were deep as fuck, but that was also like a frat bar.
Yeah, dude, it was not for everybody.
So we did the thing, like we used to do this thing where we'd bring a jazz band and like rap over that shit. So we were like,
yeah.
there was like 8 or 9 of us on stage, and then we had all of our like hometown friends there, and
It's all these new
one of the
kids.
frat guys kept like getting on stage trying to like freestyle with us. And we're like, dude, we're doing a set. Like,
dude,
like
this
these are
isn't-
songs we wrote.
This
and
isn't
like,
improv, bro.
people paid to watch us, and after like the third time, like Ernie shoves him off the stage, and like all like the regulars like kind of like try to rush the stage and fuck with us, but we were so deep that it didn't matter. It wasn't good for them. But my mom was at that show, and she thought it was like, she's like, bravo. Like, have you seen Dirty Work, where all that shit's going down and the guy at the end's like,
bravo.
Yeah. She thought it was like part of the show. She's like, yeah, I thought that was all staged until I saw your brother throw that bottle at that guy's face.
That's awesome. Oh, fuck yeah.
She hadn't been to a show since. That was over 10 years ago. She was like,
shit, that was way more. When did our bar close? Shit. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, definitely way more than 10 years now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So it was probably, 2009.
Yeah, dude.
But she was just like, I respect your music. I want you to keep doing it, but maybe I shouldn't be going to these rap shows anymore. Like,
it's not for moms. No, my mom's been to like 3 of my shows at Andy's, and she's like, it's too loud.
Yeah, she weirdly, like, when we first got started, there was like, she's been to like 3 different shows where there was fights, but that was the only one that we were actually involved in. Like,
my fucking dad was in a fight at one of our Royal Tragedy shows.
Yeah.
We're loading out, and this dude starts talking shit to one of our friends about his girlfriend. She used to dress like real slutty.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to hit on her or whatever right in front of, like, his arms around her, and he's still trying to hit on her. And that did not turn out well.
Yeah.
A bunch of frat dudes, And my dad was down there like choking some dude out. I'm like on stage, like unloading my shit. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, lights are on, like it's after hours. Like, they shouldn't even have been there.
Your dad like knows what he's doing and shit. Like,
he went to prison for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
I don't know if it makes him good at fighting, but
I mean,
he's got more
it
experience.
makes him better than the guy who wasn't.
The dude he was choking out.
Yeah.
Like, he like totally like, on his back, like just got him. Like, all right. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah, that shit's wild. I don't know.
Good old Andes.
I try to, I'm trying to be better. I've been good the past few years. 3 or 4 years.
No, that just means you're due for another one.
Shit. Yeah, I just jinxed it. I need to not go to Dusty's tonight.
Tonight's the night, man.
Yeah. Just could do my show in Austin tomorrow with a black eye.
Well, with that, I guess we'll
6
call it a day.
6 fucking beers.
What do you think your favorite was?
I like this one.
The Kiwi McSqueezy.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. It was like dude. Yeah, you could super throw that on ice in a blender.
I like that one. I'd say that one and the one we just had, honestly. But
they're all pretty good.
It's biased because I had 5 beers before this one. So,
yeah.
But the last one was fine.
What's your favorite beer? The next one I'm gonna have.
Yeah. Nah, the McSqueezy.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you for hanging out and coming out and chilling.
Of course. I've been like dying to do more shit like this. So
let me pick your brain about hip hop and beat making and all that jazz.
Yeah, definitely. And like we were saying earlier, the people watching, my shit's hard to find.
I'll put some links down.
To make it easy, if you go to pudgehub.com, that'll link you to all my stuff. Me and my stepsister have a couple albums coming out. Nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, pudgehub.com.
She get stuck somewhere?
Yeah. That'll take you to my Spotify, Apple, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. So
hell yeah, man. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing new shit. I'm already jamming the newest shit.
Yeah. I'll keep them coming. I did 2 albums this year, so I think I'm just gonna like drop a million singles for a little bit.
No reason to quit.
Get my fan base and followers up, and then I'll probably give y'all another album next year. But yeah, fuck with me.
Fuck yeah. All right. See you next time, y'all.
Appreciate it, dog.